Hi everyone, I'm going to do a pick a card for this upcoming full moon on March 21st. And this it's going to be at 0 degrees Libra, 0 degrees Aries. It's happening on at the same time, right around the same time as the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and vernal equinox in the southern hemisphere. We have Mercury still retrograde, and it'll be conjuncting Neptune in Pisces, and that's going to add some a lot of fantasy going on. A lot of fantasy. You could be dealing with a lot of just Piscean stuff. Dreams, psychic abilities, fantasy, creativity, art, drug addiction, alcoholism, illusion, deception, all of these crazy energies are coming in. Anyway, I mostly want to focus on the full moon and what's going to be happening around then. I have 3 objects. So what you can do is you can pick one of your objects, and then I'm going to do a little spread for each object. So we have the Organite, which will be for this first spread. We have this green gem. That'll be for the second spread. And then we have a crystal, I believe it's a quartz crystal sphere. And that's for the third spread, and my kitten is interested in that one. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Organite. So this is for group 1, and this is how will this full moon energy affect group 1? What is going to happen? What's going to happen in your life? What's going to happen internally and externally for this full moon energy? I'm going to do a double. What's going to happen? This full moon energy. I'm going to use these as houses. So, let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. This is so far very exciting. We can fit this in here. Sorry, it's like everything's kind of... Okay, group 1. So we have the moon. The moon is in there for the full moon reading. So these Lenormand cards are so interesting. They're so literal a lot of times. So we have this full moon energy, the moon and the stars. We have the ship and the heart. Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to fit this in neatly here, but it's not quite working. And we have the scythe and the garden. You could definitely expect to have a sudden decision that needs to be made around a relationship. It could very well be a long distance relationship, and it very well could be a romantic relationship. There's a lot of hopes and dreams and wishes around this relationship about wanting it to go in a certain direction. And you could expect something unexpected and sudden happening around this full moon regarding this this relationship. There's definitely a relationship vibe and a hope and dream. And you know what? It could even be, if it's not a relationship, it could be, for those of you that the relationship is not a romantic relationship, is either you're already in one or you're not interested in one. For people that are not having a romantic relationship right now, it could very well be something you are dreaming about, some aspiration, some creative project, something you want to do, and it could involve a sudden decision and a sudden journey. It could be an actual journey. You know, you could have to travel somewhere, or it could be more of a mental journey or an experiential journey where you're starting this. You've all of a sudden, it's like an aha moment. You know, you suddenly make a decision. You suddenly have a choice. You have a sudden choice to make, or if you've been not sure what to do, the information on a choice will come to you. Now, there's a lot of fantasy energy going on right now astrologically. So I'd be very careful. Mercury's retrograde, conjuncting Neptune. So we have to take that into consideration as well. So I'd be very, very okay. I would say, I hate to be like, oh, be careful, be cautious, because this does look like it could be a very fun and great wonderful experience. I wouldn't count on it lasting. There could be a lot of unknown things with all this Neptunian and Piscean energy. There could be a lot of things you're not aware of. There could be some deception going on. That's not necessarily coming up in the cards right now, but with the energies the way they are, I would definitely say go for it. You know, go for whatever it is, have the experience, but be in the moment and know that there could be some potential things you're not seeing, some things some problems you're not seeing, some deception going on. But that doesn't mean you can't have a good time. Okay, that doesn't mean you can't reach for the stars or start on this journey and have a wonderful experience. Just be aware of the hidden aspects, because there's going to be stuff you're not going to be aware of. And you need to be really just be mindful of that. You know, I'm not going to say don't have the experience. It looks like it could be a wonderful experience. Just be in the moment with the experience, and don't put too much expectation on it for the long term. So I'm going to pull a tarot card. So we have the moon. So again, you know, and that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with this moon energy. And it's definitely use your intuition. It's like have a balance, you know. Just absolutely, if you're up for the adventure, have the adventure. Just be careful and be aware that there's some stuff behind the scenes. And let's see, let me pull another card. Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody could just come charging in. Somebody definitely could come coming to you with an offer of a new love, new abundance, emotional abundance. Could be alcohol. They could show up at your house with a lot of alcohol. I don't know. It could come into that, you know. Sometimes we can get really lost in the fantasy of being sent off, you know, an invitation to, you know, go travel overseas, when really it could be an invitation to go out, you know, bar hopping. Have some fun. It looks like it could be a lot of fun around this new moon, or this full moon, excuse me. Just be careful. Don't drink and drive. Especially if you live in a place where you can get in really big trouble for that, like I do. And oh, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, it could be just an offer for, could be a great going out and having drinks with friends. And somebody definitely, there definitely could be, it definitely could be a romantic, somebody showing up who seems like they are, the knight in shining armor. They're here to rescue you. They're here to do something for you. They're going to help you. But there's a but. Just be, take it with a grain. Enjoy what's coming. You might have learned some wonderful things from the experience. You might have a great time. Just don't put too much long-term emphasis on this type of thing, because like I said, there's some stuff that's you're not seeing. So just don't get too wrapped up in the fantasy. Have a good time, but stay grounded, stay present, because it's going to be a bit of a whirlwind during this time for group 1. Okay, so I think that's it for group 1. I think I'm going to do a video with energy clearings. I'll save that for another video. So group 2. Kind of just group 2, your energy, your experience around this new moon, or full moon. I keep calling it a new moon. I don't know why I keep calling it a new moon. It's a full moon. This full moon in Libra and Sun in Aries. It's happening on the spring equinox, northern hemisphere. Vernal equinox on the southern hemisphere. What's happening for group 2? Group 2, what's happening? Group 2. This looks very exciting, group 2. Uh-oh. So group 2, it looks like you're coming out of a bit of a depression, an ending, but it looks like there's a new beginning happening around this full moon on the 21st of March. You could receive a message about finances and a visitor to your home. There's a new energy coming in around this full moon, and definitely looks like there's an improvement happening around this full moon. It looks like there was some loss you experienced, especially around, it could be around a relationship, and it could be depression and some sadness. If it's not a relationship, it's like a general depression and loss of some sort. It could be a pet for some people. But there's a new energy coming in, a visitor. You could actually have a new visitor, and you could actually get a message about a business and financial improvements. But there's definitely an improvement type of energy coming in, and it could even be a new love. It could be a message about love. If it's a lover, it's going to be somebody who's very strong and could be overbearing and could be actually physically a large person, bear-like person. I'm going to pull a tarot card to clarify. So there's definitely been a burden. You've been dealing with a bit of a burden. And some, somebody's has taken something from you. You've had some loss. You've had to work really hard, experience some recent loss of some sort. But it looks like things are turning around. This is like a new beginning. It's the spring equinox as well, so it really looks like it's the start of something new for group 2. Definitely start of something new, and it looks like you will be able to start to reap what you've sown. You will be able to start to plant some new seeds, get some things going again, pick yourself back up. There definitely is potential for new love and an improvement in finances. You could also have a visitor to your home and get a new pet of some sort, a new animal of some sort. There is a lot of animal energy coming through in this group. Lots of pet energy. I'm getting a lot of pet energy, actually. It's really coming in strong. So normally, I don't tend to talk about people's pets that much, but there is a very strong pet and animal energy coming through in this group. And you could definitely get a new pet of some sort, a new, it's probably a larger pet, a big dog, or, I don't know if you have large animals. Most people don't have horses and cattle and stuff, but hey, some people do. So you definitely could be getting a large animal of some sort coming in, if that's your thing, or a big dog. It does have a larger animal, but it could be small animal as well. We have the bear and the horse, and they're big animals. So there's a lot of, it's just like I said, there's a lot coming in around this new moon. And full moon, I keep calling it a new moon. This full moon, I'm trying to think what else I can do for this to get this energy going. You might want to do a clearing. I'm getting there's a bit of a stagnant energy still from what you've been going through. There's a huge opportunity to start again and you'll get some good news coming in. Things will start to improve for group 2 around this new moon in so many ways. But I'm seeing a good clearing would really be good for group 2, and you could do that anyway. You can do your own clearing work. I do clearing work. You could contact me for clearing work, or you could contact somebody else for clearing work. You could but you definitely need clearing work to help with this. It would be helpful. That's what I'm saying. So if you did some sort of clearing work, even cleaned your house, that's a way of clearing. There's definitely a lot of clearing that would be helpful to bring in the newer stuff. And what else was I going to say about this? So I think that's it for group 2. I felt like I was going to say something else about group 2 here. But I would definitely... There's a grounding. There's a lot of... It just feels like things are going to start getting a bit more grounded and less chaotic for group 2, which is good. I think the spring's going to bring in some... The spring's going to be much better than it feels like you've been... You feels like you've been struggling for I'm getting like a year and a half, a year, and the first quarter of this year, and things are going to be looking up now for the spring. But it's like and it's like you're also getting grounded and getting organized. It feels like there's been some prior chaos and confusion and loss. Okay, group 2. I think that's it for group 2, and thank you. So, I do group 3. Okay, group 3 for the full moon. I've said new moon 100 times during this video. I can't seem to. It has a like a new energy to it because it's it's the equinox, and we're moving into springtime for those of us in the northern hemisphere. And yeah, so there's a new freshness coming in, and I think that's why I want to call it the new moon, even though it is a full moon. So group 3, the energy for group 3 is pretty powerful. It's coming in already. It's woof. Group 3, I haven't even pulled the cards yet, and it is pretty intense here. Actually, I usually do... I did it backwards, didn't I? Okay, well, fine. Oh. I usually... Oh. Wow. 3. So this is similar to group 1, where we have this, somebody's going to communicate with you. You're going to have an opportunity to go into a journey and a new adventure. It's very similar to group 1. There's a journey. Actually, it's not even new. It could be from something you've been doing in the past, but you will be getting an opportunity to a message of some sort from someone to do something. I'm going to pull some clarifier. I'm going to pull a couple clarifier cards for this one. Okay, so it does look like it can be very, very good opportunity, but like I said before, with with group one, if you've watched group one, it's just reminding me a lot of it. You have this opportunity, and it looks like a very good opportunity. You can get a lot out of this opportunity. However, there's going to be some hidden influences that you're not aware of, with the Mercury retrograde in Pisces conjuncting Neptune. I mean, it's in the cards here. It's in the cards here a little more than it was even in group one. But with the astrology right now, you definitely want to be very, very careful. Even though I'm not saying not to take the opportunity, you should absolutely take the opportunity. Just be aware that there's some hidden unpleasant things that you might not like. There are some things that are hidden that you really might not like if you knew about them at the time, but you're not going to know about it at the time because we have so much of that crazy Pisces energy going on, and you're not going to be able to see it. It's going to be there's going to be some hidden agenda. But the opportunity, you're going to be able to still get stuff out of this opportunity. It's just not going to be as perfect as it looks from the outside. And it could be a lot of fun. You could absolutely make some good connections from this opportunity. You could meet some interesting people, or make some money, or have a good time, or have something, you will absolutely get something positive from this experience. Just don't see it as this long-term solid opportunity, because there's going to be hidden stuff. There's going to be some snakes hiding, under rocks and stuff in this opportunity. But it is going to be worth it. It will be worth it. There could be some traveling involved as well. It's like it could be traveling, and it could be a journey of sorts in your own experience. Like it'll be definitely a very interesting journey with highs and lows. So I'm going to pull so see there's some conflict. The sun came up twice in different systems. So this is the Tarot sun, and this is the Lenormand sun. It's kind of slightly different meanings, but they're very positive cards. So there definitely is a woman involved in this. It could be you. It's a very creative, fiery, passionate woman. Expect some drama around this woman. And it could be you. You could be the Queen of Wands. Usually it's a lot of times a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I always think of the Queen of Wands as Aries, but I think she's actually more Leo, but it doesn't really matter. It's the fire element that's really important. And there's a lot of fire going on here, even with the sun. We have the sun here again. So there's definitely a lot of passion and creativity in this project, in what you're going to be doing, in this journey you're going to go on. Definitely a lot of passion, creativity, some drama, certainly involving a woman. Other women, could be multiple women. And but in the end, you can expect success. The success can come in many, many forms. It could come in, you learned a lot, you gained a lot of experience, you got to have a really fun time. There's some fun in this experience when you're not if you're not too wrapped up in the drama, or there will be things that you didn't see when you first signed up for it. But you will get experience, you'll have some fun, and I think you will get to meet some interesting people. you know um yeah, it feels kind of work related. It doesn't have to be work related. That's the vibe I'm getting from group 2, is that it's there's a professional element to it, even if it is a person coming in. I'm not getting a real strong love relationship, though it could be. If this is a love relationship that's coming in around this full moon, um, you'll make some business connections through this love relationship. You will you could meet somebody. This person could introduce you to someone that has some contacts in what you do, and is a good good networking type of person, or has something I'm seeing, like some sort of skill that you need, or something you want to learn about. There's definitely a huge networking potential within this experience that's coming in. And but there's some shady people too. Absolutely, some shady people. So there's some shady people. There's been shady people in all these groups, group 1, 2, and 3. You all had some shady stuff going on, which doesn't surprise me with this Pisces energy, though it looked like there could be a lot of fun around this full moon. Just be careful. Because of this crazy Pisces energy. So, okay, so I think that's it for group 3. And I do energy clearings, I do psychic readings, I do tarot readings, I do astrology. I can mix them up into one reading. I do past life stuff. I do all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in professional reading, you can send me an email. I usually have my email in the description. I also have a store on Etsy. I can leave that in the description as well. It's called the Regulus Portal. And anyway, I hope that was interesting or fun. I guess that's it. I'll be putting some more pick-a cards up in I don't know, probably in the next couple days. Anyway, bye for now.